got all of these doodles that he does, and he sells a doodle to charity like every year. I just thought it was hilarious. That was fun.
Yeah. Lying about drawing and you selling. Fuck out of here. I don't draw. I don't even know how to spell. I don't write letters.
You know, what I think is we're seeing this. We don't know all the things we haven't seen.
Well, there's too many people that have been talking on how fucked up the administration was in the first administration, and they're more in fear of a second administration with loyalists. So, not saying that they weren't loyal in the first administration, but at least a lot of them didn't want to go to prison, so they wouldn't fall in line. Either got fired or so.
Well, for sure, but imagine, for example, if they uncovered a little letter that he wrote to Putin, and suddenly, you know, this becomes a national security issue. I mean, there's just, this thing happened to slip through, but we don't know how much stuff is out there that is compromising.
Well, we do know from Lev Parnas' confession to Congress that there's a lot of shady shit going on in the administration back then.
Well, and I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Whether you want to believe Lev or not.
You know, the reason I believe Lev is that I don't think he has anything to lose, frankly. I mean, he did his time. He has been on the inside. And so, you know, I look at what his motivation is. I look at what his risk factor is. And it would seem to me he doesn't have anything to lose. He only has something to gain by, you know, coming clean at this point. I mean, he's been doing that for a long time, actually. I don't like the guy. I don't support him. You know, yuck. But he is, you know, it isn't surprising, actually, that people who've been on the inside of all of this fuckery are going to be the ones who have the information. It just stands to reason.
Yeah.
I would think they would have a way to be able to, I mean, that the FBI, somebody would have a way to be able to confirm whether something is authentic or not. There's got to be a way, handwriting experts, all that sort of thing. We have all those tools.
And the DOJ definitely has those tools, so they know what's real and what's not. And I believe he does too, so.
You know, Patty, it also scares me because when things like this happen, to me, they are the impetus for him to do something worse, for him to take us into a war situation, to create a martial law situation, to do something really damaging and dangerous to distract and get the attention off of himself. Then I think we're at a danger place. It's not just the thing itself, it's the fact that the focus is now on that.
Hell, that's my biggest fear, is that he will get cornered and he will just randomly start a war,
right,
to actually say, well, we can't have impeachment hearings because we're in the middle of a war with the enemy. That's really my biggest fear.
Right. That's when people are the most dangerous, you know, the cornered animal thing. And he is so that persona. He's that person. He's that animal who will do that. And, you know, he's got all the power in the world to destroy all of it. You know, that's where it gets serious. I don't give a shit about Epstein. What I care about is what this leads to.
It's definitely a national security liability. You look at Netanyahu with the Syria bombing. He was under trial, under fire for war crimes against humanity, facing a life sentencing, and just like you iterated, El, the fact that they were able to do that, he was able to get out of sentencing. So it is a playbook play they're going to use if we don't get ahead of it.
Well, it's the way to not have elections. This is, I believe, I don't know the law on this, but I think I'm right, that if a country is at war,